thanks to the Renault Twingo of Peter, my Warren brother, I've been able to pick up the remaining planks that I need to finish this raggedy old deck. This Douglas fir, it's really strong and rot resistant for a softwood. It's cheap, so it worked out at €10 per plank. I've just got 10 more planks. That should just about complete all of my deck, and that's come to €107. So I don't think it's too bad, considering my 2 pieces of Iroko, it was about €100 for 2. It's not the nicest of days, so I'm gonna go out again and get loads of screws, rivets, and all the other stuff that I need to complete the deck. been so silly and I've not got the right size screws, so I'm screwing it up but it's just not biting into here. I got them too small. It's very time consuming this. It's been a whole day and I've just got this. I need to get more screws. I'm sure I'll find something else to do until Aston Villa kick off. What a shame. Alright, take two on such a lovely day. Beautiful sun. Let's build this flipping deck up. It's so much better using these longer screws. So I'm using 40mm screws, and the two pieces of wood together are 40. And previously I was using 35, and I'm wondering whether to go back over everything with these 40mm screws because they really bite in to the deck well. We'll see. A lot of work to do. I spent a while making this fit this gap, and then I forgot and I've drilled it as a support piece. Oh well, I'll just do it again. So last week, using this aluminium profile to help support the deck, got quite a lot of comments, and I'm not surprised. I didn't really feel that good doing it. My thinking behind it is this sits just below this bit where the planks lay on the deck, and this is basically redundancy because the planks also touch the beam there. So I know it's not ideal really. I am using this isolating stuff. It should stop the corrosion between the aluminium and the steel, but I am thinking of one more level of redundancy, and that is to put a net from here onwards. It could be used for storage as well if I can put little doors in this deck, and also if you do fall in the water and go under the catamaran, you can always grab onto the net. And also if you fall through, you'll fall in the net. Yeah, I'll get everything together into a sailing mode and then add these little redundancy touches later on. These planks really need planing on the edges. Well, it's the end of another day. I also wish I would have got more done today as well. It was perfect weather. But yeah, cutting these pieces out, I think I'm getting more and more accurate as I go, but it's also taking more time. The other problem is the other ones that I've not done as accurately show up more now. I miscalculated the amount of planks that I have, so I need to get more tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow is going to be also nice. I've got then another rainy day and then hopefully another nice day. So I'm pretty happy with the way it's turned out so far. So it's taken me the best part of a day just to get the planks in line and measured up. It's nice to get an idea of the layout and how everything's going to be, and it feels a little bit more like a boat now. So I've only put the planks on loosely. I'm going to screw in some pieces to support it. It'll make it a lot stronger. But first I'm going to screw a piece on top, flip it, and then screw the pieces on the bottom that way. So these parts of the engine cage I kept on because I thought, oh, well, maybe I could build some sort of bimini from it, but I think I'll just cut it just because I don't want any more loads on here. There's also a bit of deck plank load as well now. But yeah, thanks very much to all the people that commented on the last video, gave me the advice about the M10 bolts, and it was pretty unanimous that the M10 bolts for the cage will be just fine. I also have little plastic caps which will go on top of here. I think I'll put another piece of wood on here, and I can put instruments and stuff screwed on here. So I am pre-drilling the holes for a clearance hole on this supporting piece so that when I do screw it in, it sticks together. I learned that the hard way. I feel like the most used screw head is the little star shape. There's a name for it, can't think of it right now. I feel like in the UK the go-to is actually the Phillips head. I don't know, like I've never been a tradesman, but here in the Netherlands at least it's the star shape. Does it vary from country to country, the sort of go-to? I do like it. You don't shear off the edges as much as with like a flat head or a Phillips head. So yeah, it will be interesting to know. Let me know in the comments. I should have done this when I was putting them down, but I got carried away. It probably seems a bit silly cutting down the length of this long plank with a handsaw. I could get the circular saw out and get all the clamps out, clamp in a ruler, get it straight. But I do find that just hand sawing stuff, as long as you're concentrating, keeping everything in a line, you can get a pretty accurate result. And it's a good workout as well. It's a rubbish day anyway. I'll just plod along, organising, neatening up all these planks. I'm going to put more braces under the planks and yeah, just plod on. So it's definitely not that straight, but it'll do. Now I'm regretting backing the handsaw technique. It's really not that straight. I thought I did some good cuts, but maybe not so much over long distances. Oh no, it's this side. Oh. It's really funny. I was having a conversation with the boatyard owner and I said, what do you think of my deck? And he said, it looks terrible. And he's probably right, it does look a bit terrible. I think the main thing is it's the really brown planks, the ones that have been out for almost a year now. So I am just going to sand one back and just see if I can get back to fresh wood. Obviously it's all gonna over time become the same. I was also wondering about treating it. I said oil last time, but if anyone has any recommendations of treatment, you know, something that's not going to affect the non-skid effect of it. One thing I did say to Max also was that this deck is just to get me to a place where I find cheap raw materials, nice wood, maybe some red cedar or some other rot resistant softwood which is light and look a little prettier. Another guy also commented on the last video, he said there's nothing more permanent than a temporary solution that works, which is true. But we'll see. I'm going to sand back one of these really brown planks and see if they can be sanded nicely. And like with many things, I probably should have done this sooner. You know, I put it with the arrows facing the right way and it's done that. Right, I'm going to try the opposite. What the flip? So it's a very shallow depth of dark brown colour on the plank, but this is going to be an absolute bitch of a job. It might be worth just leaving it for now. Not too convinced on the sanding machine. I'm guessing this wood is going to clog sandpaper really easily, so I'll make sure I've got the right tools for the job and maybe the right people. Moving forward, I'm not really sure what to do. My mum and dad have got a lot of stuff at their place. I also left the plans back in the UK. I have to make spaces for something like 4 more chain plates. I need to do an inner forestay bridle, so that's going to be a big job. Once I've got all my chain plate places sorted, which is going to be a big job, it's going to be a few weeks I think, then I can start getting all my rigging together for my mast, and then I can start to put the mast on. But there's going to be loads of jobs in between that. Max, the boatyard owner, was asking me when I'm leaving. I said to him June. It's good to have deadlines, and yeah, I'd like to leave the dock in June. I think that gives me quite a lot of time. The weather's been flipping lovely this last week. 2 or 3 rainy days, and if the weather holds out, there's no reason why I can't go for a first test sail in June. I mean, that would just be amazing. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this one wasn't too boring. Just a lot of chopping wood and creating, you know, a pretty bog standard deck with bog standard skills. Thanks so much to everyone who's subscribed, liked, watched this video. Appreciate that so much. And of course, my PayPalers, coffee givers, super chats, super thanks, patrons. This project is down to you. It's thanks to you. These videos are thanks to you, and I'm living the dream thanks to you. So thank you so much.